Wow, Walter Riley in person.
How you doing?
Good. It's so good to have you here at First Christian.
Well, thank you.
I watch you every night.
Really? Well, my producer's gonna be happy that we have at least one faithful viewer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, remember when you tried to interview that giant Brazilian goldfish?
Oh! Oh yeah, that fish didn't have a whole lot to say.
Well, hey, come on in.
Okay, thank you.
So, what do you got there?
Oh, this is cheese.
Cheese. Well, that's funny. Looks a little bit like a mouse to me. But seriously, why is there a mouse in my office?
Actually, it's my friend Ramon's. It's his new pet. They didn't want it down at the station, so I brought it along.
I know Ramon. He's a great kid. His parents have been coming here for years. Yeah, and it's very nice of you to watch his pet for him, and boy, he sure is a cute little guy.
So, Pastor, listen, I have a few questions for you.
Yes, yeah, you were saying something on the phone about how you're investigating Jesus?
Right, and now, no offense, but I've been assigned to prove that Jesus is a fake.
And by fake, you mean that he wasn't the Son of God?
Exactly. My boss, Bentley, he says that Jesus was a teacher. Now, he was probably a great teacher, but that's it. And that his followers, well, they got a little too fanatical with him, and they turned him into something that he really wasn't.
Well, the way I see it is we've only got one of two options. Either Jesus was a fake and your boss is right, or he was who he said he was. But this idea of him just being a good teacher, it's just not possible.
I don't get it. Why not?
Well, let's just say Jesus was purposely lying about being the Son of God. Well, then that doesn't make him a very good teacher, does it? In fact, that makes him a pretty bad teacher.
Huh. And he didn't seem like a bad teacher. But then our other option is that then he really is the Son of God?
Well, I think so, yeah. I mean, if you look in the Bible, you'll see that Jesus acted like God in a human body. I mean, he loved everybody he came into contact with. He performed mighty miracles that only God could perform.
Oh yeah, like raising Lazarus from the dead.
Exactly.
Okay, here's something else I don't get. They talk about Jesus being God in a human body. Why would God do that?
Okay, well, let's use cheese as an example. How would I express to cheese how much I love him?
I don't know.
Well, I could tell him, but I doubt he'd understand me.
You could show him.
I could show him by caring for him, right? By giving him food and water, maybe by holding him, or by petting him.
Careful, he looks a little scared there.
Ow! He bit me.
Are you all right?
It's bleeding. Boy, that cheese is sharp.
Bad cheese. He was just trying to pet you. This is how you repay him?
Actually, God had that same problem.
What do you mean?
Well, God looks down on the earth, and he wants to show his people how much he loves them. So he gives us family and friends. He creates beautiful trees and the sky. But he wants to do more. He wants to show his love to us personally. So he does something that's just absolutely incredible.
He stuck his hand down from heaven?
No. He becomes one of us. Jesus. By speaking our language, we know that he's real. It's as if I became a little mouse and was able to talk to Cheese and tell him how much I love him.
I think I get that. But that had to be really hard for God. Because here he is. He's the master of the universe. And then to make himself so small.
Well, it really is a sign of how much God loves us, that he'd be willing to become this helpless little baby, even born in a barn of all places. I mean, it really is the greatest miracle ever.
Huh. Well, thank you so much, Pastor. You have been a tremendous help. I appreciate all your time.
Anytime, Walter. It's my pleasure. And hey, come back and see us. We're here at 10 a.m. on Sunday mornings.
We'll see about that. Come on, Cheese. We got some investigative reporting to do.
A local family woke up this morning to find their father transformed into this hideous creature. The family states that the creature is particularly grouchy before he has had his morning coffee.
And the Smith family of Berea has reported finding some strange things on their home computer, including online receipts for mass amounts of Buddy Bone dog treats. The family has no idea who's behind these things, but I, personally, have my own suspicions.
And now, in tonight's feature of Walter Wonders, Walter explores whether or not Jesus is a fake.
Thank you, Cindy. None of us likes fakes. People who act one way, but in reality are totally different. That's why I'm excited to be investigating something important to all of us. Is Jesus a fake? Some say that Jesus was just a good teacher and never claimed to be anyone special. Others say that Jesus is the Son of God. I learned that it is impossible to call Jesus just a good teacher. He is either telling the truth or he is a lying fake. In the Bible, Jesus clearly said that he was God's son, sent from heaven. So was Jesus telling the truth or was he faking everyone out? The best way to expose a fake is to watch how they live. Isn't that right, Cindy?
What? Yes, of course. Walter? What?
Jesus lived an amazing life, and he backed up his claim to be God's son by performing powerful miracles that only God could do. He even raised a man from the grave after he was dead for 4 days. Pastor Paul Franklin of the First Christian Church helped me understand how Jesus can be God in human skin. He used the example of this pet mouse here. Uh-oh. I lost cheese.
It's not the only thing you've lost.
Thanks everybody for watching. That's our news tonight. I'm Walter Riley.
Walter, what are you doing? We still have to do the weather forecast.
I lost cheese. It might rain. Then again, it might not. Have a great evening. Thanks for watching.
And we're clear.
Hey, what's the big idea? I didn't get to do my closing remarks.
I lost cheese. You gotta help me find it.
Cheese! Oh, you're so incompetent. I can't believe you. I spent 3 hours in the makeup chair today so that I could look good for our closing remarks. And now you want me to crawl around on the floor looking for a piece of cheese? I'd probably break a nail or...
Cindy!
Or
Cindy! Don't move
What are you
a
doing?
muscle.
What are you doing?